Come on in, people. What's going on, people? Come on in. We're going to have a quick live tonight. Come on in. Come on in, peoples. What's up? What's up, people? We're going to get it in tonight. Had to do this live abruptly, but we're going to get it in. I see the clock like I usually do. You know what time it is. Let's get it in. Yes. What's going on, people? Hold on 1 second. What's going on, people? How's everyone doing? I know I'm doing this live out of nowhere, but I was on Facebook Live, and I said I was going to do this. I was going to come with some little bit of receipts that what I was talking about on my Facebook Live about the decline of white babies in the last several years, and the real reason why the Roe versus Wade got overturned. And again, I want to make sure I put this in the air as well. Put facts as much facts I can put in the air that what I know of researching and doing my duty as a YouTuber, a content creator. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys can share this video. I need to get my likes up. I need to get my subscribers up, man. I've been at 175, 176 for the past couple of months, like about 2 months. Let's get it in, man. I know I got to do better as a YouTuber. I have so much content that I need to really schedule my life into what I do. And this is one of the things that, that I'm trying to make a big thing happen. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. And I'm trying to get it out there. I'm trying to be as creative as possible. I'm going to be doing just about everything I possibly can to develop this brand, this unapologetic manhood brand that I have, and my Dream Big brand as well. But anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. This is going to be a quick live. I'm going to put a little bit of data out there of, again, what I was talking on Facebook Live earlier today. I can't believe it's on already 10:30. But anyway, let's get to the topic, man. Yo, point. I want to make sure you guys understand the real reason for the Roe versus Wade, and the real reason the history of Joe Biden and Clarence Thomas. And I might put in on a lot of these radical far leftist people are saying the N-word again, and it seems like it's all good to say the N-word when it comes to conservative black people, and black folks on the far left side, that be acting like they pro-black when they're not but Democratic operatives. But but we're gonna get to it. So, Mr. Joe, first thing we're gonna get to, Mr. Joe Biden and Clarence Thomas in a very long history. I'm gonna show a video where they're talking. I mean, it was the Clarence Thomas hearing for him to be a judge and everything. And this is Clarence. Joe Biden was saying some crazy stuff about black people for many years. Still do to this day. He doesn't do anything for the Black Americans at all. He might do something for the women. I guess if you want to say LGBTQ, he sprinkle certain Black Americans with that. But that's how it is. You really don't have to do anything for Black Americans when you are a Democrat, or should I say Democrat. You really don't have to do anything. You can even call us a nigga every so often, as long as we call in the conservatives, the conservative Black people niggas. So we're gonna get to it. Whatever. I should have opened this mail a long time ago. We're gonna get to this this hearing, and then we're gonna get to the response by Clarence Thomas. So let's get it. Hope you guys can hear it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Let's go. This is the Clarence Thomas hearing back in the 86. First Black man to ever become the Supreme Court judge. And this is extremely historical, being as though many neoliberal, far leftist, Democrat Black people like to diminish that. Even with, it was another Republican Black woman that was going to be in the Supreme Court as well. But again, Joe Biden, he voted against that. Their daddy, the Democratic Black Americans that act like they pro-Black daddy. He voted against a Black Republican woman to become the first Black woman on the Supreme Court justice, judge or what have you. And but it's okay because she was a Republican to these so-called pro-Blacks. Let's keep it going. Fair use. I'm sorry about that. Fair use, guys. Fair use.
Hearing will come to order. Judge, I will begin with a few questions. I'll be asking questions off and on during the day. What we'll do here is both Senators Leahy and Heflin may have questions. And what we'll do is we'll go for roughly 45 minutes with asking questions on this side, and then yield back to our friend from Utah, and then maybe start to wind this down, hopefully. And as pointed out by the ranking member, other senators may have questions as well. Judge Thomas, yesterday and today, we heard about the obviously sharp and stark contrast between Professor Hill's testimony and yours. And you've indicated
this dude
that
he really hate black people,
you,
especially black men.
Have no,
in my opinion,
desire or willingness, and I've agreed that to go into other aspects than those that have been alleged in your personal life. We have a witness before us, had a witness before us, who is a tenured professor at a law school, whom you say that you viewed exactly how the committee viewed her prior to her coming forward, and I suspect many subsequent to her coming forward, as a credible person. We have two very credible people with very, very diverse positions on an issue that, if we could ever find a way, and I know of no way, that if no one in the whole world that I'm aware of,
yo, this dude still
this
talk
process
real slow,
finds
even when he was
enjoyable.
younger.
And rather than ask you to go through her allegations, which you have categorically denied, and my colleagues, Senator Hatch and Heflin and Leahy, have already questioned you about, what I thought I'd try to do is try to find out where there is agreement in the testimony, not disagreement, to determine whether or not there is any place from which we can logically start to begin to make the cut on who's telling the truth. Obviously, someone's not. And again, I go back to the point that you've made time and again, and admirably, that you had not second-guessed the professor's credibility until now. It came as a shock to you, as you stated. So, if you are willing, I'd like to decide where there's agreement between the testimony given by you and given by her. You testified that Professor Hill was your, quote, attorney advisor at the education department. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
How many such attorney advisors did you have?
Senator, there was one other more senior professional on my staff, but she was not an attorney at the time. She was going to law school, in fact, and on whom I relied for some policy as well as some management work. She would have been the only other professional on my personal staff.
On your personal staff. So on your personal staff, there were only two people at the Department of Education.
That's right.
Professor Hill and this other person
So I'm going to show where. Hold on a second. I'm going to show another thing from years forward, years after, about where his response was about what Joe Biden was trying to say, but what he was trying to say, from what it sounds like, he was trying to put in, with Anita Hill, with the allegations she put on Clarence Thomas, and people believed her, and again, the neoliberal, uh, Democratic demon that Joe Biden is. He knew to put in a black woman in front of Clarence Thomas to go against Clarence Thomas. Let me tell you something. These people, they know, these elitists, they know the plight of the black man and a black woman. They know that when a successful black man is going places, they know to put allegations on them and who will be the first one to help destroy that black man. They know it. The elitists, they know the plight, again, of a black man and a black woman, and the somewhat of problems that the black man and black woman face. It's like they go, they've been taught to go against each other. And, for centuries, I mean, since we've been here, they've been taught this. But I want to go into the video from years later, years and years later, of what Clarence Thomas responds to all this stuff that Joe Biden was trying to say. People say he was old, that's why he talks slow. It seemed like he been like this for years. So okay, so let me go find what I got. Okay, I got it. Hold on one second. Let's do this. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, put share screen. So this is a response to Clarence Thomas on what happened in the 80s during that hearing to make him the first black Superior Court judge. This is the response to Joe Biden.
We know exactly what's going on here. And to pretend that it's for some other reason, stop. Do I have like stupid written on my the back of my shirt? I mean, come on. We know what this is all about. This isn't about what they say it's about. Some people should just tell the truth. This is the wrong black guy. He has to be destroyed. Just say it. Then now at least we're honest with each other.
So it was in the very early 90s, 91, September 10th.
He knew he was going into the trial of his life with the Senate, run by the Democrats.
The hearing will come to order.
We knew it was in the lion's den.
Good morning, Judge. Welcome to the blinding lights. Finding out what you mean when you say that you would apply the natural law philosophy to the Constitution.
You see, not that it matters, but you see, Clarence Thomas' son is a full black man. I guess the first wife was a black woman. I did not even know that. Let the media. This is why it's very important to do your own research, because the neoliberal media will tell you something to trigger you at all times. and black people and a lot of not a lot of non-black people, non-white people that are neoliberals. They believe everything that they say, and I'm a person that did as well. But again, this is my first time ever seeing it. I ain't never. This is son right here. Let's go back a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. This is son right here, Jamal Thomas. Right here. I know people looking at it right now and probably saying, "Oh, he must be old time too. He must be a C word too," And this is the problem. Like, this is a huge problem. When black men are educated, when black men are self-sufficient, when black men are critical thinkers, when black men are, just completely the opposite of what the mainstream media portrays and want most black young boys to see, when we the opposite of that, I think we are the most hated, even more hated by, or at least in the in the vicinity, more hated than a heterosexual white man in this country. Those type of black men, educated ones, self-sufficient ones, street smart ones that don't get themselves in trouble, make it always accountable, always understanding logic. You know what I'm saying? Critical thinkers, and this is a huge, huge problem within our community. This is why they do it whatever they can. And again, a lot of these elitists, non-black folks, they understand all you got to do is put that woman, that black woman, that not just any black woman, I'm talking about that woman, it's that feminist black woman in front of that black man to destroy him. And then all of us that worship the woman, we supposed to believe that bull crap. And most of us do, because a lot of us don't want to read, and a lot of us don't want to make decisions on our own, don't want to do research or anything else, so let's keep it going.
That you would apply the natural law philosophy to the Constitution is, in my view, the single most important task of this committee.
Senator Biden was very focused on natural law. How did that go?
Who knows? I have no idea what he was talking about.
I just want to make sure we all know.
Nobody don't know what he's talking about.
You and I know at least what we're talking about here. There's a fervent and aggressive school of
like, what the
thought
hell?
that wishes to see natural law further inform the Constitution than it does now. Argued against by the positivist led by Judge Bork. Now, again, that may be lost on all the people. You know, and I know what we're talking about.
I have to be perfectly honest with you. You sit there and you have no idea.
Like, what the hell is clown talking about?
All I know is that he was asking me these questions about natural law.
Someone may apply it in a way, like Moore, who leads him in a direction that is, quote, liberal. You may apply it in a way that leads you in a direction that's conservative. Or you may, like many argue, not apply it at all. But it is a fundamental question that is going to be almost impossible for non-lawyers to grasp in an exchange. You know, and I know. It is a big, big deal. And in conclusion,
you looking like, what the hell are you talking about?
Is you have to sit there and look attentively at people have no idea what they're talking about.
Exactly. Let me get over here. Hold on a second. Okay.
You denied all of the allegations.
Oh,
Hold on.
absolutely.
Sorry about that,
They didn't
guys.
happen. I mean, so if somebody makes a broad allegation against you,
Sorry about that, guys.
what would you do?
Ask him to prove it, I guess.
Yeah.
Was the Anita Hill that testified on the Hill the Anita Hill that you knew at EESC?
She was not the demure, religious, conservative person that they portrayed. That's not the person I knew.
Who was the person you knew?
She could defend herself. Let's just put it that way. And she did not take slights very kindly.
The victim
And
of
anyone who did anything, she responded very quickly.
Didn't take 10 years.
It didn't take 10 minutes.
When it came time for him to publicly respond to the allegations, Thomas turned the tables on his interrogators and, for all intents and purposes, ended the debate.
This is a circus. It's a national disgrace. It is a high-tech lynching for uppity blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, you will be lynched.
the Democrat order, the Dixons.
Destroyed, caricatured by a committee of the U.S. Senate rather than hung from a tree.
Why did you use that language? I mean, why a high-tech lynching?
If somebody just wantonly tries to destroy you, if somebody comes in and just drags you out of your house and beats the hell out of you, what is it?
What do you want people to think about those allegations? What is it
I
important?
really, at this point, I think most well-meaning people understand it for what it was. It was a weapon to destroy me. Clear and simple.
And as I said, and when you listen to this man, all the stuff I've been hearing about Clarence Thomas growing up, when we have to worship the Democrat plantation, all this stuff I've been hearing for years and years about Clarence Thomas, and without doing research, and then if I try to do research on Clarence Thomas, people looking at me like, why are you doing that? It's like, what the hell? It's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do a report in school about the first Black Superior Court justice of our country? Why wouldn't I do that? And this is a really, really big problem. Just exactly what Clarence Thomas said. When you think for yourself as a Black man or woman, it's a problem. It's a huge problem by these far leftists and these fake pro-Blacks. That's what they are, fake pro-Black. All they are Democratic operatives. That's all they are. You know? And if anybody believe any other, they highly don't understand logic, if you ask me. Highly don't understand logic. And this is a problem here. This is a huge problem here. Let me hold on one second. I want y'all to listen to Malcolm X speak on liberals and their motivation. And this was in the 60s, you know. So let me go into that. Hold on one second. I think this is the video I want to show you. Let me go into that. Thanks for watching completely. Let's put this here. Hold on. We still at it. Where is he at? There it is. Let's go. Let's look at this real quick, guys. I played this before.
In this crooked game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal. And white conservatives from both parties do likewise. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative.
Is he lying? The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than a conservative. Hypocritical, telling you what they're going to do for you if you vote for them, as we've been doing since 65, 75 to 95% of the time. Like, and then we don't get anything. You know, certain people will get stuff like, you know, get a little bit of, like I said in the beginning, they get a little bit of crumbs from the LGBTQ. I don't think they give them anything. The white LGBTQ, the women's rights, they get a little bit of crumbs of, you know, for the feminist black women. They do it. You know what I'm saying? We vote at 95%, more than any non-black in America. That is astonishing. It's ridiculous because we get nothing. Let's keep it going.
Both want power.
Still to this day.
But the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks or tokenism, false promises of integration and civil rights. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leaders who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress.
Is he lying? I want somebody to tell me, is this man lying? This is in 64, 63, very early 60s. It's the same shit that's happening today, but it's got worse because now they got the umbrella of the LGBTQ, the umbrella of the BLM, the umbrella of the women's rights movements, the umbrella of social justice, and umbrella of most black entertainers. They got all that now on helping them, all that. And they're making this man the face of Roe v. Wade. They're making this man the face of it. And you guys sit here, many of you black folks, sit here really going against your own people. And I mean, and your own children. Over 50, I keep on saying that, over 50 million black boys and girls has been aborted since the goddamn 70s. And you're doing this like they really care about you. That you tell another black man, it can happen to you. This is for you too, you dummy, and calling you all sorts of names. And I say, how is it for me? Any man don't have no decisions on what a woman going to do with her body in this country. Especially some regular small Joe, and that's 99.9% of us. So who you blaming? And it's not about you. And we're going to go into that real quick on why I think the decline of white babies in the last 10 to 15 years is the real reason. But before we go into that, I want to go into what this D-list, non-funny, neoliberal, beta male, Michael Rapaport, that be doing the hippity hop thing, thinking he cool because he around a bunch of fake pro-blacks that value his acceptance. White men, neoliberal, elitist white men like him, acceptance and validation. So he get to say shit like this. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me show this. Let's listen to this clown. Never liked that man ever. Cause this is not his first time saying a lot of radical racist shit.
You overturned Roe versus Wade, and the leader of the pack, Clarence Thomas, you handsy, good-for-nothing, sexual harassing motherfucker, you creep. You creep. If you had gotten what you want from Anita Hill with your overtures and your sexual advancements and you had somehow, some way impregnated her, right? Being married and all that, right? Mr. Judge, Mr. Supreme Court Judge, if you had impregnated Anita Hill, what would you have done with that baby, you fucking worm, you? You would have aborted it. You'd have paid for the abortion and you'd have paid the hush money because you're a creep cock sucker, you. Bunch of fake, phony motherfuckers out there. What would you have done with that baby, Clarence? Pubic hair, Clarence, you freak. You freaky little horny old dirty breath. I know your breath smells like old coffee, newspaper, and stale Band-Aids, you creepy kook, you.
Yeah, this man, he called him pubic hair. What did he mean about that? And then he said something about Anita Hill. Again, the neoliberal, elitist, feminist, D-list actor, maybe fucking Z-list actor, corny, Jewish white man going to put the white man, the black woman in, against the black man. That's been the same tactics for the last 70 years. The same tactics. It's no evidence that he sexually assaulted that woman or anything, but putting that out there because they can do that. Let him say what he let him say what he said to, like, let's say Barack Obama. He wouldn't say that to Barack Obama because Barack Obama's a Democrat. Let's say what he would have said to Al Sharpton. He wouldn't say this shit to, and they have a lot of allegations too, to Al Sharpton. Because Al Sharpton is a Democrat as well. Jesse Jackson wouldn't have said that to him. Many different LeBron James, the shit he just said, the derogatory words that he used, he wouldn't say that to LeBron James, Democrat. But it's okay when these pale-faced demons say things like this to a conservative black man, an educated black man, a critical thinking black man. And this is what you call, again, lynching in a social media way. They can do that. Another young lady called Clarence Thomas a nigga, and nobody said anything. You go on that woman's thing. Black folks ain't saying nothing, but only the critical thinking black folks. They calling them out, but most of these fake pro-blacks aren't calling this out. This man got pubic. What does that mean? What are you trying to say? You would have had an abortion too. How do you know? Calling that man that accomplished more than probably any of his family members ever will all these sorts of derogatory names, and you black people that's trying to make me think you guys are woke, not say anything about that. You niggas are clowns. This dude and many other these Dixie ass Democrats can say shit like this and get away with this shit. And get away with it. This is insane. But you trying to make me think, you trying to make you want to be unified, you want to be unified with your neoliberal white mommy and daddy. You people are clowns to me. Y'all can look around yourselves, and I'm talking to the black liberals, the black Democrats, the black far leftists, all these people, the social justice, so-called social justice, all you people, all y'all want is somebody to give you a hug. You got black men like Clarence Thomas that's been in the first black person to be in the justice, the Superior Court judge, and y'all had people disrespecting him, and you guys disrespect him like you do. You guys are super clowns. if you ask me. This is why, again, critical thinking black folks do not be around a lot of you. Because we know all you are sheep. You're hypocrites, just like your neoliberal, now black people. All y'all think is in globalism. That's what you think. Nothing but globalism. Nothing but feminism, racialism. I want somebody to hug me. You don't put nobody in your place. If y'all was really unified, and this happens all the time. This is an everyday thing. This is just example of what recently happened. It's an everyday thing. And then they're not even trying to explain to you, and they don't supposed to, because they handlers, because Michael Paleface Rappaport, he not gonna even tell you, listen, guys, the states is the superior courts are overturning it, meaning the states, they qualify for what they want to do. The 50 states, they qualify for it. They can tell you what's going to happen on that decision. We don't have no hands in it no more. That's what it's a fucking about. Excuse my language. But you guys don't want to hear that. And then again, you black and brown women and men that are really believing that, you know, like these are elitists want you to stop having abortions? Hell no. They want you to keep on doing what you do. It's not about you. It's about them white women that's having abortions at an all-time high for the last several decades. And it got worse and worse and worse. It's about them. Let me show you something. Sorry about that. Let me show you something real quick. Stop that. Let me show you this. There's an article over here, and I'm gonna find something else as well, but it's an article right over here. Where we at? There it is. Let's go. This article was from September of 2021, this past September. America's shrinking white population needs to value youthful diversity. Let's go with it. I didn't read the article all the way as I should have done, but we're going to read it. Last month, the Census Bureau released long-awaited 2020 population data showing that for the first time, the nation's white population declined across the previous decade. Cured the fears of white replacement, stoked by Donald Trump and many of his followers who advanced a culture war that now stands at the core of our politics. They did it, not race baiting Democrats. Crazy boy. However, America's white population could be facing different kinds of fear. Okay, one that is demographics rather than culture. This is the specter of living in a slow-growing, fast-aging, and less productive nation, where government support for older generation dwindles due to shrinking tax base. He's about to go into some other dumb stuff, but let's go into it right here. Let's see other stuff. This is what is really about. This is exactly what it's really about. This ain't about the situation with you know, they're afraid that black and brown women are, you know, not having their babies. They don't give a shit. They don't care, you know. Let's get it going. Here we go. As a matter of fact, I don't want to do that. Already read that part. U.S. white population climbed for the first time ever 2020 census. Okay, this is a different. Is it a different one? Nope. Yeah, it's a different one. Okay. It's all over. Everybody knows this. They've been talking about it. Democrats always talked about this. Now all of a sudden it's different. U.S. white population declines for the first time ever. 2020 census finds white population falls below 60%, underscoring what's at stake as lawmakers begin drawing on political. I can't even see it. It got the search thing. These damn things are so stupid. And this is from the Guardian. This is a very liberal journalist place, what have you. Overall, hold on a second. Let me read this. Overall, the white alone population fell by 8.6% since 2010. The Bureau said on Thursday, non-Hispanic whites now account for around 58% of American population. Non-Hispanic whites. A drop from 2010 when they made up 63.7% of the population. It was the first time that the non-Hispanic white population has fallen below 60% since the census began. This is what they're saying. Meanwhile, there are significant growth among minorities groups over the last decade. The Hispanic or Latin population grew by 23%, while the Asian alone population surged by over 35%. The Black population also increased by more than 5.6%. The U.S. population is much more multiracial and much more racially and intimately diverse than we have measured in the past, said Nicholas Jones, a Census Bureau officer. We'll read this last one. The data underscores what's at stake as lawmakers begin the process of drawing. You hear that? Lawmakers begins the process of drawing political maps that will be in place for the next decade. Relying on the data released on Thursday, lawmakers across the country will carve up the 435 district in the U.S. House of Representatives, as well as state and legislative districts. Just as they did in 2010, Republicans are once again poised to dominate that process. So wait, come on, man. Like, guys, as I said before, it's not really about you. Actually, as they said, the Hispanic Latin population, as everybody with eyes can see, is growing. And they said the Black population, that don't mean African Americans. That can mean from Black Hispanics to Africans to South American Blacks that's coming into America. Gained 5.6%. So again, guys, the elitists, the people that's in charge, and let's be honest, white folks, they see this decline. They're getting scared. As many far leftist liberals in the mainstream media was telling us, but all of a sudden they're trying to get, and they're doing a great job because that's especially my people. They get on board with this rhetoric that black and brown people should be scared. No. They don't give a shit what you do. They want you guys to keep on having abortions. Why don't we understand this? Like, seriously, why don't we understand this? But we're going to put it into a situation where black folks going to start to, it's growing that black folks are starting to be more and more critical thinkers. It's not going to be this term, but it's going to grow like it grew in 2020 when the elections. Black folks starting to say these Democrats are really cutting us short, are really not doing anything. And it's a goddamn shame that the ones that really believe that, because that's why I always say, most of the black folks I've run into where I live at, and you try to have this type of conversation with them, and I'm talking about the so-called educated ones as well. It's like talking to a damn doorknob, because if you don't really know, it's like I said, it's like talking to a doorknob, because if you don't really know these facts and you're supposed to be intelligent, educated, that's telling me your agenda is what someone else. So all this pro-black shit used to mean something to me. But when I seen for the majority of people in my community really are, and that's Democratic operatives. And I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican, if you hurting Black Americans from growing as a people, and I'm talking about if you're within our community, either Black conservatives or Black Democrats, you hurting the build of, building what we need to build to grow into a fruitful community as we were before Jim Crow. You are the enemy, because all you do is speak for the neoliberal non-Black person. That's all you do. That's all you do, speak for them. And that's all you do is speak for the neoconservative non-Black person. And that's all. And that's a problem to me. I don't give a shit what nobody said. So, making a long story short, man, it's already been a long story. To put it into these last moments of this last couple of minutes on this live, check yourself, man. As I said on my Facebook Live earlier today, check yourself. Understand who's the real enemy. Understand who is the devil in your goddamn ear. And then acknowledge it, and then go away from it, because you're hurting your own community. And I will put this to my dying day, that the most unprotected person in this country is the child. The numbers don't lie. The children, the numbers don't lie. It doesn't. I'm not protecting grown women that's already being protected by several different outlets. I'm not doing it. I'm not protecting no males. I'm not no grown men. You guys, especially you women, y'all got all the protection in the world. Literally. Take accountability. Stop trying to deflect on the real problem. And the real problem is over 50 million aborted Black babies since the 70s. And why are so many Planned Parenthoods all over the Black communities all all over this country. See, again, they scared for the white woman to keep on doing what she's doing and not having the babies and aborting them because they're on the decline. And the far leftists, they're the ones that said it first, but now it's a new agenda, as it always is. Every week is a new one, a new dumbass agenda. But you guys are following every agenda that they give you. This is why I want to be around people that's a critical thinking as I am, not afraid to see the hypocrisy of this society that want to do thy will and do thy will. Do what you want. You still can. I bet you can't do it in another country though. But again, do what you want. Keep on, doing, sharing things like you a middle school kid, like the high school kids that I, be around every day. Keep on doing middle school, high school stuff at 30, 40, 50. And watch how these kids go. You guys are crazy with this. But anyway, guys, I hope you like it. I hope you like this video. I did a lot of research and everything. I'm going to be doing more research stuff. This is, all of a something live. So forgive me. Hopefully, YouTube will keep on, sharing my video, what have you, because this shit mean a lot to me, point blank. This means a lot to me because I'm getting tired of my people. Everything the neoliberal non-white person say, non-black person say, they take it for word bond, 100%. Getting tired of it. Say what you really are, and that's not pro-black. You're pro-Democrat. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a great week. Peace.